Paul Brown, Arby's, thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
First question. I grew up going to Arby's. It was ironically kind of next to a Roy Rogers. And I saw customers coming, a lot of old people. So before we talk about the reinvention, who is the Arby's customer today?
Well, we have several target customers, right? So obviously the core Arby's customers that were the ones that you saw coming out, we want to make sure that we don't alienate them in this process. And so we want to continue to have them coming in and having their traditional roast beef sandwiches and Jamocha shakes, which they love. But where we've been focusing over the past several years is two other core segments. We call them the fast foodies and the eating machines.
Eating machines.
The fast foodies are a segment of customers who like the new thing, right? They want to experiment with something new in the food. And I like to say that the same type of people that are standing out in line at the new New York restaurant, but the difference is our core customers make $55,000 a year, where the ones standing outside the latest New York restaurant considerably more. And those are things where our Euro and kind of our loaded Italian kind of target those, and the buffalo chicken. They're just a different type of thing you can't get anywhere else. Sure. The other key segment is the eating machines.
Who are these people?
They are protein. And I put them into two categories. They're young, athletic category, which is about basically protein to carb ratio. They want as much protein as they can get without all the other noise around it. And the other segment is kind of your construction workers. They're more about protein to dollar ratio.
So I'm doing a CrossFit workup. You're seeing people go to Arby's afterwards, basically.
Oh yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Moving right along, we saw there's so much talk about a U.S. restaurant recession, but I saw you guys 23 straight quarters of same-store sales growth. Domino's Pizza yesterday came out, blew away estimates. What are you guys doing differently?
Well, I think it's two things. One is that we've positioned ourselves fairly uniquely. We are clearly positioned between QSR and fast casual. We call it fast crafted, you can call it QSR plus, but we want to make sure that we're appealing to both ends of the spectrum, and we've consciously designed our menu to where we have affordable, entry-level, high-quality products like sliders that go right after the QSR customer, but also high-quality premium sandwiches like the pork belly slider, which are high quality but come in about $1.50, $2 less than fast casual. The other thing that we've worked on is that our menu is consciously designed to either have products on it that you can't get anywhere else, or if you can get a product somewhere else, it is for the money the best product you can get. Right? So roast beef, Jamocha shakes, curly fries, those are clearly products you can only get at Arby's. But if you go to the Reuben, you can buy Reuben in other places, but I can guarantee you for $4.90, it's going to be the best Reuben you can buy, particularly through a drive-through.
Is that sales streak still alive?
Yes, it is. Nice. I feel pretty confident saying we're going to be positive again in Q3, which will make it 6 years of consecutive quarter same-store sales growth.
Mind-blowing. Also mind-blowing, bacon. You guys are showing some bacon love, and we recently sat down with Panera Bread. They have shown bacon love. Why the focus on bacon? I looked on your website. This pork belly looks about 5 inches thick.
The pork belly, which is basically bacon plussed up. People love it. I mean, it just is. Americans love bacon, and in fact, when we did launch a pork belly, we sold a lot more of it than we even thought we would. And there were questions around: is there going to be regionality about it? Right? Is it going to sell in the Northeast? Is it going to sell out West? And there hasn't been really a lot of regionality at all. And in fact, New Yorkers love pork belly as much as people down south, is what we found out. It's very clear.
What is it? And I think something that's got lost recently the past 2 months or a year, you guys, is your international expansion. I believe you signed an agreement to go into Saudi Arabia and Kuwait.
Yes.
What would a menu even look like in those regions?
Well, what's great about our menu, is great about sandwiches, is they can be anything, right? And so you can play to the regional differences. And so we're going to sit down and we work country by country to figure out what the ideal menu is. I mean, there will be be roast beef sandwiches, there will be curly fries.
So roast beef still works?
Roast beef still works, beef still works. But we'll also work on regional variations on that. And I think that's why countries are looking at us. There are people that are looking at our brand is quite appealing, and we are talking to late stage discussions with a couple of players out in Asia to bring the brand back out there as well.
Interesting. Wow, and this isn't necessarily new ground for you. You guys are in Turkey, and you found some success there too, right?
We have. We have over 50, about 51 restaurants in Turkey. And we have a great franchisee there, which is a key to it, Tab Gita, which is one of the largest restaurant operators. And again, I think what's worked is that, you know, it's clearly an Arby's when you go to it, but there will be items on the menu there that aren't here that appeal to the Turkish customer. And even things like the bread, for example, is a little bit different, a little bit sweeter, because that's what the Turkish consumer is wanting.
Fascinating. And lastly, and I'm asking all of CEOs interviews this, 2017, what's your biggest focus? What keeps you up at night? What are you really focused on next year?
I mean, we're focused on continuing this pace of innovation. I mean, what has worked for us is that over the past several years, we've been launching 24 to 28 new products a year successfully. And we just got to keep that pace up because that's really what is keeping Arby's top of mind of the consumer, is the fact that we come out with new products and then continually coming out with interesting ways of talking about those products, either in mass advertising or in social media.
Well, good luck with everything. I'm looking forward to trying all this stuff very soon.
Thank you very much.
You.